get all up in your
remember, because I don't remember. I remember every bit of this.
The other dude's holding on the phone line. Your voice will be heard, sir.
Next caller, please.
Jerry's gonna get him.
Fantasy, sports, and politics. Fantasy, sports, and politics. Fantasy, sports, and politics. Fantasy, sports, and politics.
Listeners are asking questions about this week's games, not Jerry's personal beef. So what's your thought?
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it's me, Mr. FSP. Welcome to Fantasy Sports and Politics, and it's our 2.0 mock draft for the NFL 2024 season, which begins on Thursday. We just had the Super Bowl. We're already at the draft? Yes, we are. Last week, it was just myself and JT going back and forth. This week, our third wheel is here, and he's none other than Q. And I think if the numbers fall right, because he'll have every third pick, he gets his Raiders. So I can't wait to see what pick he gets there, unless he trades it. But last week, JT was the first pick. I was the second pick. This week, I'll be the first. JT will be the second. Q will be the third. Without further ado, let me tell you who this show is brought to you by. So, this show is brought to you by Mr. Taylor. That's your cue.
You gonna show me?
No, because I got the thing up.
Hey, hero, don't be a zero. 15% off military discount, 624coffeecompany.com. For more info, visit the website, verify status. Stop drinking dirty water. You deserve great coffee. Great coffee for great people. That's 624coffeecompany.com.
All right, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, there is my co-host who wanted to be seen, even though he's reading the commercial. And I'm going to bring in our third wheel. JT, why you look so mad? Why you looking mad, JT?
I'm just here, man. Okay.
We're glad you're here. I mean, I know I'm on LinkedIn, so I will not be telling the jokes I wanted to tell today.
Okay.
Because I want to keep it rated PG for all those watching on LinkedIn.
Okay.
But there's our third guy, our man of the hour, Tower of Power, Q, throwing up gang signs, West Side.
What's up, Mr. Jerry?
What's up, Mr. Jerry? Oh, how you doing there, Q? How you been, man?
Call him Mr. Jerry. He's just Jerry.
I deserve that respect, man. I'm an OG.
That's right. Jerry gets my respect, unlike you, Vic.
Thank you.
First of all, don't push him, Q. Just because I'm on LinkedIn doesn't mean I won't go.
It's well appreciated, Q. Trust me, it's well appreciated.
Thanks, sir. I hope you're doing well.
Elderly Taylor.
Well,
I hope you're doing well. And Victor doesn't get my respect because I was hearing the show, listening to the show last week, and he was dogging me the whole time because somebody has to work.
Hey, I hear you. I understand.
You were with me, JT. How are you going to say, I understand? I'm with you.
I do understand. Okay. But you have to understand, I've known this person for 15 years. You have to understand the nature of the beast. Okay. You have to understand the nature of the beast. And the beast likes people's backs. Let me put it that way. Okay.
The beast what?
So likes people's backs. So what I'm telling you, Mr. Q, is don't turn your back.
Mr. Q now.
Yeah, don't turn your back on him because he likes backs.
I know you can't turn your back on snakes.
Yeah. Exactly. He likes
No,
that.
that would be Elderly Taylor or Elder Taylor. Now you're elderly. Anyway,
Well, I'm older.
with that
Okay.
being the
I'm
case,
older. I think I'm the oldest one in the league, if I'm not mistaken.
you are. You are.
Okay.
Nobody else is 85.
Well, regardless, if I'm 85 or 75 or 70 or 100, I'm the oldest one in the league. Age is just a number.
You know what? I think Hoss might be close to you, bro.
Hey, if he's close or if he passed me, that's fine. I mean, I'm able to talk to him. That's the good thing. Okay.
That's right. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll be honest with you. JT is about to be 70 years old.
70 years young.
Nah, 70 years old, man.
70 years young, bro. Respect
Thank you,
man.
Thank you.
Hey, you know what? I didn't respect you or your team, Q.
See that? See, I'm telling you. Don't turn your back on them. I'm telling you.
All right, look, let's get into it. So
man.
before I kick off our mock draft 2.0, I want to briefly get your thoughts, both of you, on what Jalen Daniels put out on his social media and what his team put out on their social media about his visit to Washington. Because I'm going to play something from Adam Schefter via JP Finley on X.
Well, who's JP Finley? Let the people know who JP Finley is.
JP Finley is a sports reporter for NBC in Washington, D.C.
Okay.
He covers the Commanders. So with that being said, let me just share what's on his X feed. And listen up, guys, because there's some truth to it. And it also makes it seem like sports is a prison, in my opinion. But here we go.
But Jaden Daniels also knows that he can't control where he goes in this draft, and his opinion doesn't matter where he wants to go. It's all up to the team. And right now, Jaden Daniels is prepared to go wherever he's drafted. Most people still believe it continues to be number 2, the Washington Commanders. That still looks to be the favorite spot. But because of some speculation this past week, people wondering whether he would go, whether they would take him, the fact of the matter is Jaden Daniels knows he's not a free agent here. He has to go where he's drafted. And if it does turn out to be Washington, as a lot of people still believe, he's prepared to go to Washington.
So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, y'all can't see that part, but you already did. Let me get your thoughts, because JT, you actually have the Washington pick in our mock draft. So have you heard about what went down over the week and your response to what Adam Schefter just did?
Well, let me say this. They Washington, people don't know, the Washington Commanders invited 4 quarterbacks.
At the same time?
At the same time. Jaden Daniels, what most people think are going to the Washington Commanders, J.J. McCarthy, Drake May, and I think Michael Penix, and Michael Penix, all at the same time. And from what I understand, they went to dinner at the same time with the owner, quite naturally the coach, and the GM.
Let me back up a little bit, because what you're setting up is very important. Only Jalen Daniels was met at the airport by the head coach and GM. The other 3 had to Uber in to the facility. But continue.
So I imagine, let me put it this way, and none of these quarterbacks knew that the other quarterbacks
correct.
The other quarterbacks were invited at the same time. Okay. So Drake May, Jaden Daniels, Michael Penix, and J.J. McCarthy look. I can imagine, like, what the heck are you doing here? What's going on here? why am I here with this guy? Or this guy, or these guys, I should say, at the same time? Really? And that gives the thought process that just like Carolina had last year, there wasn't a consensus of who they were going to pick. There wasn't a consensus of who they were going to pick. So they brought all these quarterbacks together at one time to get whatever opinion from the different cast of characters that had the decision making, the GM, the head coach, and the owner. I don't understand. Why would you do that? And at the same time, it to me, it's a poor look. And Jaden Daniels is the one quarterback that thought he was a lock in most terms, that he's going to go to the Washington Commanders. Or the fact is, even if they invited him, okay, they met him at the airport. Big deal. Big deal. Because that was negated when he saw the other three quarterbacks.
Okay, do me a favor, because there's some other stuff I want to say and I want to get to, but I want you to wrap it up real quick. That's what I said real quick, because I want Q to talk too. But there's something else you don't know. But your opinion is it's you don't get why they did it, and you think it's a bad look, right?
To me, it's a bad look. I mean, it's to me, it's an indecisive look. And if I was all four quarterbacks, I'd be looking at the other ones and saying, "What the heck's going on here?"
Okay, Q.
Really?
Yes,
Q.
sir. Yes.
Same thing. Your thoughts on the situation, and you froze for a hot second. But your thoughts on the situation, real quick, and his social media posts.
Well, from my understanding, back in Arizona when Brandon Ayuk was his teammate, like Brandon Ayuk tried to introduce Jaden McDaniels to the GM of the Redskins. I mean, of Washington now. And then at that moment, back in a few years back, that guy say he didn't even want to bother to meet him because he didn't think he was good, he was a good player or anything. So I think that has a little residual to do with it. But I mean, at the end of the day, I don't see Washington going any other route. That's the best player available at that board. But
Okay.
to me, I didn't make a big deal about it. I mean, it was just they were just bringing everybody in to see how everybody was, and maybe they could see how everybody meshed together and stuff. If and that's it.
So with that being said, the thing that you guys didn't know, and I learned, this is a common practice. Some of what you said, JT, and some of what you said, Q, this is a common practice when there's a little indecision on who the team wants to get at number one. So Mark Dominic, a former general manager, was on Sirius XM. He hosts one of the shows, and he says they would routinely do this at the organization that he was a part of when there was an indecision. And the purpose, it's all a test to see how they all react to different situations, to see how Michael Penix Jr. and the rest of them, find out, well, Jalen Daniels was picked up at the airport by the head coach and the general manager. They had to Uber in. Mark Dominic even said that he would have his junior scouts, the people nobody knows who they are, pretend to be waiters at a meal and serve the wrong dish to a player to see how they react. Do they make a big fuss about it? Do they eat it? How do they respond to the waiter and say, okay, this isn't the right order, but I did order X, Y, Z, and see if they're patient enough to wait for it. And how do they talk amongst each other about the situation? And again, to see, and like I said, both of you hit on it as far as how they mesh, how the four players mesh together. Like, was there any resentment as to having Drake May there or Michael Penix, who people say won't get drafted to the second round, or J.J. McCarthy, who's been rumored to be moving up. So Jalen Daniels' response was not the positive response. He went on, he and his team, not just him, but he and his team went on social media saying he was offended by having to be with those guys, and it was disrespectful, and he doesn't want to go to Washington. Now, yesterday he walked it back, saying, "Okay, well, I'll go where I want to. I mean, I'll go wherever I'm drafted. Blah 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 blah." But he really wants to go to the Raiders.
Can you blame him?
Well, because he wants to be with AP, and the Raiders want him, but they don't have enough to move up to number 2 to get him. That's the problem.
And the fact is that at number 2, would the Commanders be willing to give up?
Exactly, Brody. Go ahead.
Would it be willing to give up their number 2 pick and get some type of compensation for that? That's going to be is it going to be something they're going to regret in the future because they gave up a so-called franchise quarterback and for whatever they are going to draft in the first round and in the future? You know, you take a chance.
Yeah.
When you're in the top 4 and you have a chance to get a franchise quarterback and you trade down with another team that wants to trade up and they take the quarterback and then you're left with whatever draft capital that you acquired when you decided to trade down.
And with that, this is the last thing we want to get to the draft. At number 9, the Raiders would have to give up this year another pick, this first round pick, another pick this year, and 2 first round picks in subsequent years to equal the value, and maybe even a player equal the value of moving up to number 2, just like the Panthers did with Chicago. That trade that Chicago and Carolina made is now the benchmark for first and second overall pick, a top tier player and 3 first round picks. That and Washington tried to trade up to number 1 by giving up 3 number 1 picks. Chicago said no. They want Caleb Williams. So with that being the case, we can trade here. If you have some offers that you want to make trades with, just make sure you know the second and third round picks or whatever it is you're going to give up. But with that, I wish Brody could be on because he could be the 4th pick, but it's okay. Michael Penix, that's what I was getting to. I think Michael Penix to Washington fits that system perfectly if they go down to number 9 and they get Michael Penix. That's what Brody's saying.
13.
I thought you guys were number 9.
13.
Okay. That might be even harder pill to swallow.
Number 9 is Atlanta, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay. All right. Well, with that being the case, the 2024 NFL mock draft is now open. I don't have the music to open it up, but I have the first pick, and I'm on the clock. We have 1 minute to make our decisions. Let me set the timer just so we're all on the same page, and JT's not going to filibuster like he tried the other day.
You know, you act like somebody did that on purpose. Okay, and that's when I talk. That's what I'm talking about. On purpose. I try to filibuster. That's doing something on purpose.
All right.
Okay.
1 minute is
that's
in.
What I'm talking about, Q.
1 minute is in.
I feel you,
I'm going to give a brief.
Don't put a knife in his back. Don't put a knife in his hand.
Excuse me,
and
sir.
Don't turn it back.
Sir, Mr. Taylor, thank you. I'll give a brief breakdown of my pick, and then I'll make the pick. Caleb Williams is going to probably throw for over 4,000 yards as a rookie with Chicago. The Bears haven't had that happen since Jim Miller. That's a long time, ladies and gentlemen, a long time. Chicago becomes a player in the NFL because of this pick and getting Keenan Allen and getting everybody else. So with that being said, the pick is in. And with the first pick of the NFL 2024 mock draft here on Fantasy Sports and Politics, the Chicago Bears select quarterback from USC, Caleb Williams. The Washington Commanders, a.k.a. Jerry Taylor, are on the clock.
Okay. All right. All I can say this. All I can say is this. To me, the draft starts in the second round. I mean, the second pick. Because more likely, most people know that Caleb Williams will go first.
30
but
seconds.
there may be a surprise in the second pick. In fact, it's definitely going to be a surprise. The pick is in. The pick is in.
The pick is in.
And with the second pick in the 2024 NFL draft,
don't upset me, JT.
The Washington Commanders select out of North Carolina quarterback Drake May.
I knew he was going to do it. I knew he was going to do that bull. I knew he was going to do that bull. All right. Okay. It's okay. It's okay. Well, to be honest, there's a lot of talk that actually might happen. A lot of talk, especially after what happened this past Thursday. But I'm not sidebar to what you just did. Deion Sanders last week said that stuff like this happens just before the draft in order to push a player down. Right? Mm-hmm. The Patriots are on the clock, which is Q. And if this were to happen, I think, and the Patriots said they're willing to drop down. I think the Patriots would drop to number 13 so the Raiders could come up. But whoever has pick 13 in this draft could make that offer. Who has pick 13? I think that would be
Las Vegas Raiders.
I think I have pick 13. Let me make sure. So
it's an odd pick, though. You should
Q me, JT, Q me, JT, Q me, JT, Q. Q has the Raiders. So it can really trade with itself. But Q, you are now on the clock.
Well, since I'm not a general manager like all other general managers, I'm going to look at the team need. And what this team needs is players. They don't need a quarterback right now. Whoever comes in as a quarterback is going to struggle, whether it's a veteran or a rookie. So with that being said, with the number 3 overall pick.
Whoa. You got to say the pick is in or trade.
The pick is in.
All right. The pick is in.
With the number 3 pick in the 2024 draft, the team, I can't pronounce their name.
New England Patriots.
Yes. Select wide receiver Marvin Harrison out of Ohio State.
Ooh.
Yes, sir.
Wow.
Yes, sir.
They need play.
Jacoby Brissett, but ain't nobody there to throw him the ball.
It doesn't matter. They're going to need players. They don't have no offensive weapons. A quarterback does them no good. They need athletes. They need playmakers.
Let me let me can I jump in here for a minute? Because this is a thought
real quick.
that I heard, and it makes a lot of sense. What I saw was that you accumulate playmakers on your team, and then you go get a quarterback to be able to have a team that it will be a contender. You got to have playmakers. You just can't have a quarterback. A quarterback with no playmakers is Mac Jones. A quarterback with no players is Bryce Young. That's what I'm talking about. You got to have playmakers. You got to accumulate playmakers. And when it's time, when you have enough playmakers, you think you have a viable team, especially on the offense, and then you go get the quarterback, whether it's in free agency or through the draft. Then you go get the quarterback.
I understand. So, JT, I need you to take note on this. There's a trade. With Marvin Harrison off the clock,
Yep.
The Arizona Cardinals
Yep.
are trading this year's first-round pick and their seventh-round pick for this year's first, next year's first, and the year after that first to the Oakland Raiders to go at number 13. The Oakland Raiders are on the clock, and the pick is in.
Wait a minute. How can the pick be in when I haven't agreed to a trade, when I have that?
I know. That's what I say.
I have the Raiders. I traded with the Raiders.
Okay.
I'm the Cardinals, and the Raiders are my other team, so I traded with the Raiders.
How are you going to trade with the Raiders when it's my pick?
Dude,
is it your pick?
are the second pick. Q is the third pick.
Okay.
We're back at number 1.
No problem. Okay. I understand. No problem.
Are you sure you're doing your math correctly, Victor?
Yeah. Yeah. Because if I was 1, Jerry was 2, you were 3, it's back to me for number 4. I'm number 4.
So what do you give? What's Arizona giving up?
A 1 this year and a 7. Their first this year, which is 4th overall, and a 7th this year for the Raiders, first this year and subsequent first in 2025 and 2026.
Oh.
You got it?
I got it.
All right. And the pick is in. With the 4th overall pick, and I can't believe he slid, but because JT did what he did, Jalen Daniels. They even got him going number 4. Wow. That's crazy. Goes to the Oakland Raiders.
Stop saying Oakland Raiders, bro. Las Vegas Raiders.
Excuse me. My bad. Las Vegas Raiders. And now the Cardinals have the 13th pick in this draft. The Chargers, aka JT, are on the clock.
And all I have to do is just rub my hands together.
Is the pick in?
The pick is in. I ain't gonna hesitate. This is a no-brainer to me.
Go ahead.
The pick is in, and with the 5th pick in this 2024 draft, I'm taking what I believe is the best wide receiver in this class, Malik Neighbors, wide receiver out of LSU.
Boo! I'm joking. All right. The New York Football Giants are on the clock, aka Q. We got 1 minute, Q.
The pick is in.
Wow, that was quick. And the pick is in.
With the number 6 overall pick in the 2024 draft, the New York Giants select Brock Bowers, tight end.
Oh, bro, I actually think that's gonna happen. I actually
Yes,
think that's gonna happen.
with the rumors of what's his name maybe retiring,
Yes,
they're gonna pick up. If he's available, I see them picking him up.
I totally agree with you. Uh-oh, somebody made a comment, but I can't see it because we're in sharing my screen mode. So if somebody reads that comment out loud, either you or JT, I appreciate it.
The draft can go just like y'all are drafting. Y'all make some good key points. Thursday will be interesting for sure. That's Brody. The Raiders should get. He also said the Raiders should get Penix. I think he'd hella good. Just injuries affecting his draft stock. He also said, what else he said? That's a bad tactic because who knows?
Okay. No. You're going up. He already said that stuff. Already
13, and he also said 13 is Vic. So,
yeah. All right. I don't need to take no time. You know why? Because the pick is in for. Even though the tactics change in Tennessee, you still need somebody to protect less. And any better for the Tennessee Titans, they'd have to move up, they'd have to move down. The Tennessee Titans select with the 7th overall pick in this year's 2024 NFL mock draft on Fantasy Sports and Politics. They select Joe Alt, tackle, Notre Dame. Atlanta is on the clock. JT, that would be you.
Atlanta's on the clock. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Let me do this. Hold on. Atlanta is on the clock, and Atlanta will take.
You making a pick, or are you just talking?
Pick is in.
Uh-oh. Wow. That was quick.
The pick is in. And with the
Eight.
was it
Eight
pick? Eight pick. Atlanta Falcons take Dallas Turner.
Whoa. Are you kidding me? The first defensive player taken in the Dallas Turner. It's a good pick because they need him, but could he have gone at a later pick, JT?
No.
No, he's the best edge player.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Well, Chicago's on pick number 9. That will be
pick
you.
is in.
Damn. I only got time to prep it up. Y'all are on it today.
Hey, brilliant minds, bro. Brilliant minds.
All right, the pick is in. Chicago, you're on the clock.
With the number 9 pick, the Chicago Bears select Jared Verse, edge, out of Florida State, to match up with Dante Sweat on the other side.
That's a huge jump for him. Did you have Dallas Turner in mind for Chicago?
Yes, that was my pick right before Jerry took it.
Ah, I see. Well, good
I think
pick. Go ahead.
The Bears have enough on offense already. They need more on defense, and they need another edge rusher on the other side of Monte Sweat.
Okay. Well, with that being said, this is the easiest draft ever, and the pick is in. How do you give Aaron Rodgers, since Brock Bowers is gone, how do you give Aaron Rodgers probably the 3rd best receiver in this year's draft to pair up with Wilson And if Jerry's favorite receiver ever stays healthy, Mike Williams, this is crazy. The Jets are going to go nuts if this actually happens. Out of the University of Washington, the Jets select Rome Oduzia. Oh, Jerry gets his favorite team. The Minnesota Vikings are on the clock, and this is Jerry's time to shine.
Well, the time to shine is this. When they thought this guy was going to be the pick is in. I'll put it that way.
Hold on. Let me hit the button, bro.
When they thought this guy was going to be a top 5 pick, and he drops down to. Let me just say this, and this is my observation, and may be mistaken by what you two may think, but in my opinion, this is Kirk Cousins 2.0.
Yeah.
This is Kirk Cousins 2.0. And he's fallen in with playmakers all over the field. This is Kirk Cousins 2.0. And he starts with a J. He goes with a J and ends with an M. J.J. McCarthy, quarterback, Michigan.
All right. That means 2 decent or top tier quarterbacks left. I wouldn't have gotten him there. I would have gone Michael Penix because I think he fits better in the system. But J.J. McCarthy, I agree with you, is a similar version of Kirk Cousins. But we'll see what happens. He was one of the top-rated quarterbacks going into college, but he chose to go to Michigan where he didn't have to throw the ball that much. So we'll see what happens. Well, with that, the Denver Broncos are on the clock, and that will be you, Q.
The pick is in.
Damn, go on it like white on rice.
With the 12th pick overall, the Denver Broncos select Bo Nix.
Oh,
What?
Oh, really?
Drew,
Oh, my
Drew
God.
Brees
Okay.
2.0 for the head coach.
I agree with why you picked him. And I agree with what you just said.
He's looking for his next Drew Brees.
I agree with you. And that's the problem. Because he made the comment, Sean Payton did this week, saying, are we in the market for a quarterback? Yeah, but it has to be the right quarterback, the right fit. Michael Penix does not fit his system. Michael Penix is more of a Russell Wilson, great deep ball thrower, a la Warren Moon, who happened to also attend the University of Washington. And a lot of people have said Bo Nix would go there. But I didn't think you had the guts to pull the trigger, bro. But you did. You did. All right. Wow. Well, that was a shocker. With that being said,
there's always shockers in the draft.
That's true. The Arizona Cardinals are on the clock, and the pick is in. Oh, come on, man. As you can tell, I got a choice here between Mitchell and Thomas. Straight line speed versus just a hair difference between 1A and 1B. The Arizona Cardinals pick Adonai Mitchell, University of Texas. Hook 'em horns. All right. The New Orleans Saints and JT are now on the clock.
Pick is in.
My gosh. Y'all did y'all homework.
Out of Oregon State, offensive tackle Talise Fuaga.
Wait a minute. Okay, Oregon State. Felice Fuaga. That's a good pick. And I'm gonna tell you why. I think it's a good pick. it might have been their pressing need. But for Derek Carr, that left tackle spot is key. And you got to shore that thing up for the future, not just this year. I think this was a safe and smart pick, arguably the number 2 tackle or the number 3 tackle in the draft. I think it's a good pick. Okay, Q. You have the Colts, and they are on the clock.
The Colts?
Yep.
The pick is in.
Oh,
Jesus. Really?
With the number 15th pick in the draft, the Colts select wide receiver Xavier Worthy out of Texas.
What?
Oh, wow. Wow.
Over
wow.
Brian? Okay.
Wow.
Okay.
Speed kills, man.
Are you the general manager or am I the general manager?
You are the general manager.
You are
Thank
the
you,
general
sir.
I
manager.
apologize.
Hey, Q,
Yes, sir.
I'm not hating on that because I'm very high on this kid.
Yes.
I'm extremely high on this kid.
They're going to pair him up with Michael Pittman and the other receiver, and they're going to have 3 receivers.
We got a big arm in Anthony Richardson that can push the ball down the field. Vic doesn't believe in speedy wide receivers. He thinks
Who
that
says I don't believe in speedy wide receiver.
he thinks this kid has no hands and he can run
I didn't say he doesn't have hands, JT.
He can
I
run,
never said that.
He can run every route in the tree. Okay, every route. So he's a very versatile wide receiver. He may not be the biggest, but they don't have a big wide. The only one big wide receiver they had is Michael Pittman Jr. The other one, and I forget his name off the top of my head, is not a big wide receiver.
Yes,
but speed kills. I applaud you. I applaud you for getting this guy this early. I applaud you.
Thank you, sir.
They're looking to push the ball down the field, get some explosive plays, and this is a kid for it.
Yes.
Well, with that being the case, the Seattle Seahawks are on the clock, and the pick is in. I took that time to find the player. I already knew who I wanted. So I had to locate him. I had to locate him.
Mm-hmm.
With the 16th pick, the Seattle Seahawks shore up that offensive line, and they get Jackson, Powers, Johnson, center, Oregon. But this guy can actually move to guard. He can really move to guard if need be, but I think they're going to play him at center. Whoever is going to be their quarterback, if it's Sam Howell, if it's Geno, or whomever it's going to be, they need to protect the quarterback. And they start there with a guy you can plug and play day one. Jacksonville Jaguars.
Jacksonville Jaguars.
You are on the clock, JT.
On the clock, and the pick is in.
Good, googly moogly.
I'm going to Alabama. I'm going back down to Alabama for this guy. I think he's one of the better cornerbacks in the in his draft class. Out of Alabama, I'm selecting Terrion Arnold. Jacksonville needs a cornerback, and this is the one I'm picking.
All right, Terrion Arnold, number 17th pick. Jacksonville needs a lot of things right now. I think Doug Peter's on the hot seat. So a cornerback, maybe. But their offensive line is getting older and more expensive. So going with DB, okay, I can understand it. So we'll see what happens with that. It's not a bad pick. It's not a bad pick, not at all. But we'll see. Q.
Hey, Q. Let me ask you something, Q, real quick.
Go ahead, sir.
Are you looking to make the most educated and best pick that you want, or are you looking to get the approval of Mr. FSP?
Oh my gosh.
I'm looking to get the best pick for my team.
And this is my show.
Thank you.
This is my show, so I'm giving my thoughts on it. Thank you, Mr. Taylor.
So I'm saying this. Okay.
Anyway.
Your approval is not needed.
You lucky I'm on LinkedIn. You are so lucky I'm on LinkedIn, bro. All right. Q, you are up with the Cincinnati Bengals. You're on the clock.
On this one, I'm
He
gonna
didn't
need.
He didn't say the pick is in, so go
No.
ahead.
On this one, I need more time.
Well, your
You got a
minute
minute.
starts now. You can always trade. If you see a position you think the Bengals might actually drop to, if you control it, you can trade with yourself. If one of us controls it, you can make the trade offer. I mean, Brock Bowers is gone. They need a tackle. Well, they don't really need a tackle, but it's always good to get one. They lost a right tackle.
Let the man think. Let the man think.
I'm just telling you, we got 30 seconds. 30 seconds. 20 seconds. Wow, you're gonna let the clock run out? You got 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6.
The pick is in.
Woo! That boy almost lost it.
With
All
the
right,
what pick is it? What number?
18.
With the 18th pick, the Cincinnati Bengals select Andrew Coker, offensive tackle, so they can help shore up their offensive line.
Coker.
Ooh, I can't.
Are you sure you want to go to the that low?
Hey, look.
Okay, you made the pick.
That's his pick. That's his pick. Leave him alone.
You made the pick.
Thank you, Jerry.
Okay,
Jesus.
all right.
Like I said, your opinion is not needed. All they have to do is just pick.
Hey, excuse me. Mind your business. I can make my thoughts and my opinions.
Okay.
I can make my opinions.
You just.
Well, with that being the case, the Los Angeles Rams are on the clock and made this a very easy. I was going to be one or the other, but now I get to choose. The pick is in, and press the button. To protect Matthew Stafford in probably his last year as a starting quarterback in the NFL, and for the future, the Los Angeles Rams select Troy Fontenot, tackle, Washington.
Okay.
That's why I was like, bro, are you sure you want to get him? Who you got? But okay, brother. The Pittsburgh Steelers are on the clock. Oh my God, this is so easy.
The Pittsburgh Steelers are on the clock, and as Pittsburgh Steelers need an offensive lineman, wide receiver, or cornerback. And with that, the case, oh my God, I can't believe this kid's still sitting here.
Well, thanks to Q, he is.
I can't believe this kid's still sitting there with the 20th pick. I'm going to Louisiana State.
Wait a minute. Is the pick in?
The pick is in.
I know who you're going to get.
The dynamic duo. And this kid will fit well with George Pickens and Russell Wilson and or Justin Fields. Taking wide receiver Brian Thomas Jr. from LSU.
All right. There's a trade. The Washington Commanders trade both of their second round picks, which are second and fourth in the second round, to the Miami Dolphins for their 21st pick in this year's draft. And the pick is in. No one could believe that this player would be here. He shouldn't be. but he is. To protect Drake May, if that's who Washington selects, apparently that's who we selected today. The Washington Commanders pick out of Penn State, Uluwami Fashanu, tackle. Penn State.
Brody, I agree. Brody said there's no way Thomas falls that far. I agree, but
He might, bro.
This is the way this is going now. So Steelers happen to get lucky.
Yeah.
And pick up a big time wide receiver in Thomas. I don't know what to tell you, bro.
Well, see, it's very possible because of the way things are going and the need, but also they're trying to get T. Higgins. They don't need to get T. Higgins if they get that guy because T. Higgins is going to cost more money. He's older, and Thomas is going to be on a 5-year contract. That would be a smart move, especially if he falls like that. I think he will fall.
Okay.
But with that said, the Eagles are on the clock.
Eagles
Go ahead, Q. Excuse me, JT. JT. I apologize. I said JT.
So the Eagles picking the first time in its draft. The DB.
Wait a minute. I fucked up. I mean, I messed up. Q.
Where Q go?
Did we lose him?
You tell me.
We lost him and I had to bring him back. There you go, Q.
So who's picking now?
Well, I'm gonna let Q pick.
I don't even know where I'm at now.
Well, we're at 22 because I took your 21 because you weren't there. You were supposed to do 21, but because you weren't there, I picked for. Excuse me, I picked for you, so I'm gonna give you 22. Then I'll pick up JT. You'll pick 23, and I'll pick Dallas.
Thank you. I get the Minnesota Vikings. Thank you.
Yeah.
So 22, Philadelphia?
Yeah.
Okay. The pick is in. Jesus.
Oh, man.
Are you reading the comments from Brody?
I can't see nothing.
I can't see nothing either.
You also benefit your team, cheater.
Whoa. Really?
Wow.
Just for that, I got the Dallas Cowboys B, and I'm going to give you exactly what I think y'all need. Talking that trash, Brody. All right,
I don't even know where we're at or the players that are picked, but I'm just going off of.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Go for it. We'll let you know.
The pick is in.
Yep.
With the 23rd pick, the Philadelphia Eagles select
22nd pick.
22nd?
Yeah, 22nd.
Oh, okay. Wow. Anyways, the Eagles select cornerback Cooper DeJean out of Iowa State.
That's a hell of a pick. Because it's a need they have. And old boy can play. He plays safety, but he can play nickel too.
Damn you, Q.
I'm gonna tell you right now.
You already got me once earlier.
You ain't gonna give me again.
We return the favor. That's okay.
Hey, great minds think alike. I told you this. I've been telling you, Jerry.
I was hoping he can play both. He can play safety and he also can play cornerback. So he's pretty versatile. I like Cooper DeJean, whatever you want to pronounce his name.
All right.
But I have a backup, and the pick is in.
The pick is in.
With the first pick in the draft, Minnesota Vikings, when they had 2 picks, they picked a quarterback. Well, this time they're going to pick someone who defends against a quarterback. Okay? You're going to the University of Clemson. Cornerback, Nate Wiggins.
Wiggins is a good pick. I don't think he's better than somebody else, but that's okay. That's a good pick. And with that being said, I'm going to make this pick really, really quick. and really easy for the the Dallas Cowboys. If I can get the thing down.
Come on, man.
I'm trying.
Yeah.
I'm trying. Okay. The pick is in for the Dallas Cowboys. And Brody, it's a smart move for you guys. I know y'all aren't that smart. Any Cowboy person isn't smart.
Wow.
But the pick is in. Jerry Jones has never met an offensive lineman he doesn't like. And if he says it's on Dak, he needs to put somebody there that's going to protect Dak. They let go of Tyron Smith, and there was a hodgepodge of offensive linemen. So Dallas Cowboys select J.C. Latham, tackle, Alabama.
Okay.
Green Bay Packers and JT.
And the pick is in.
Wow, that's quick.
A lot of people, you would be able to relate to this. Have drank this drink. It's a poor person's drink. Let me put it that way.
Person's drink.
It's poor person's drink. You get a jug of water and you add some ingredients and you call it Kool-Aid. Kool-Aid McKinstry.
I would not call it a poor person's drink, but that is so disrespectful. That is so disrespectful.
Hey, let me put it this way. I used to drink Kool-Aid all the time, and I know about poor. So,
well, you are poor, but it's okay.
Q, what did I tell you, man?
I'm just saying, I agree with you. I just agree with you, and I'm wrong for agreeing with you.
Now he's trying to clean it up. So
you said I know about poor. I said I know you do know about
disrespectful.
Oh my God!
So disrespectful, unbelievable.
Yes, I will be.
You can't make this up.
You are on the clock.
Tampa Bay.
Yes, sir.
The pick is in.
Wow, that was quick. Hopefully
I'm trying to see if you guys if it's already on the board, but I don't see it.
You don't see what?
I don't see the pick in there. So the Tampa Bay Buccaneers select Chop Robinson out of Penn State.
Oh,
opinions not needed. Thank you. Let's go.
Excuse me.
I hear you, Q.
I don't care what you say. It's my show. I can do what I want. But that also is so perfect because the pick is already in for the Arizona Cardinals. This guy shouldn't have fell this low. He's got better hands, better feet, a bigger body, and something that the Arizona Cardinals need. With the 27th pick, the Arizona Cardinals select Laiatu Latu. I cannot pronounce his full name. I apologize. You're up, JT. Yes, you're up, JT.
Okay.
With the Buffalo Bills.
Okay. I can't believe this kid fell this far. Let me put it this way. The pick is in. Okay.
Pick is in.
And I'm going back to Texas. Back to Texas. And with the 27th overall pick, the Arizona Cardinals select.
No. I'm Arizona. Already picked. You are Buffalo at 28.
I'm sorry. You're right. That's all right. I'm still going to Texas.
Oh, I know who you're going to get.
The Buffalo Bills, they got rid of Stephon Diggs. They got rid of Gabriel Davis. They need a running. They need a wide receiver. And guess who's there for the taking?
Mitchell.
From the University of Texas, wide receiver Adonis Mitchell.
I already picked Mitchell, guys.
You did?
Yes.
When
you lose your pick, bro.
Huh?
You lose your pick. That's what happens in the NFL draft. I picked Adonis Mitchell.
I can't even see
I
that.
picked Adonis Mitchell at 13 with the Raiders.
Okay.
That was a bad pick right there. if
Nah,
you
that
want
was a
some
good pick.
opinion, that was a bad pick right there.
No, that was a good pick.
No, you're like judging all my opinions. Now I'm judging yours. That was a
Okay.
bad pick at 13.
Why would I lose my pick? Okay, the
In
pick
the
is
NFL
yours.
draft, when that happens, they actually lose their pick. But go ahead.
Well, I'm just going by this guy. Okay.
Okay, you got 30 seconds. Come on.
I don't need 30 seconds. The pick is
Okay.
in, and I'm picking out of University of Oregon, wide receiver Troy Franklin.
Franklin. That's a good pick. Not.
I'm glad you approved.
I did that on purpose. So the rumor is, before you make your pick, Q, the rumor is not a rumor. The general manager of the Detroit Lions said they're not keen on staying at 29. They might move out of 29. So if they do trade that pick, I wonder who their trading partner would be. Who wants to get in the first round? Cleveland, but they don't have anything to really give. What's some other teams that are in the first round or want to get back in the first round? I don't know, but we'll see. Q, it's on you with the Detroit Lions.
The pick is in.
Pick is in.
With the 29th pick, the Detroit Lions continue their youth movement on defense and they select Johnny Newton, defensive lineman out of Illinois.
That's a good pick. Very good pick because they wanted to pair somebody with Hutchinson, Aiden Hutchinson. And if you fix that level, the linebackers are good. They're going to get better. They have a problem with one of their safeties, not the rookie from last year, but Joseph. He's having some type of surgery. And but you fix that defensive line, you won't need that big bad safety to cover the top. Very good pick there, Q. Well, with that being said, the Baltimore Ravens are on the clock. And in true Baltimore style, the pick is in. With the 30th pick, it's amazing how this player fell to them. The Baltimore Ravens are a defensive-minded team. They stick with defense, and they go up front and get a boy that's hotter than a firecracker when lit on the 4th of July. Brian Murphy II, University of Texas. I like this a lot. He fits their system, and he'll do great things. Q.
It's Jerry, no?
Well, I was going to say, what do you think? But
I don't know. I'm not the GM of that team, so my opinion shouldn't matter.
I hear you, Q.
I did that on purpose.
I know
just
you
to
did.
get you to say something.
Yeah, so you can set him up, but that's all right. That's all right.
No, it's so
That's all right.
rude
He
today.
wasn't falling. He wasn't falling for the okie doke. No,
Thank you,
no.
Jerry.
So
Thank you,
rude
Jerry.
today.
Thank you,
All right.
Jerry.
Jerry Taylor. You're
I
on
got
the
no
clock.
opinion. That's who you like.
You are on the clock with the San Francisco 49ers.
The San Francisco 49ers.
Wow.
Let me see. The San Francisco 49ers. Oh, where the heck are they at? Hold on. 49ers are on the clock.
This
And
is the obvious pick.
okay. This is how do I want to go here?
30 seconds.
Yeah. You know, this is the way I'm going to go. And I'm not sure if this kid's been taken, but I'm going
Is
to
the
go
pick
this route.
in? Is
The pick is in. The pick is in. And you can correct me if he's been picked already, but I'm going to go this way. University of Georgia offensive tackle Amarius Mims.
Right here. There we go. Amarius Mims. Can you not see the board?
Well, it's like so tiny, bro. You need like bifocals, extra bifocals to see
Thank
it.
you. Thank you.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, everybody watching can see the board. I guess you guys. Okay. All right. Well, sorry about that, fellas. All right.
That's okay.
Well, with the last pick in the first round of the 2024 NFL mock draft on Fantasy Sports and Politics, Q and the Kansas City Chiefs select.
The pick is in.
The pick is in, and this is actually a really, really good and
Jesus. Just can't keep his comments to himself. Anyways,
this is a really good pick in a spot.
with the 32nd pick, the Kansas City Chiefs select Tyler Guyton, offensive tackle.
Okay.
Your most important person on the team is Patrick Mahomes. So you select an offensive tackle to protect Patrick Mahomes.
I agree. Between him and Guyton out of Duke is where most mock drafts have. The guy Guyton is nice, University of Oklahoma, but my boy from Duke can play all 5 positions, and that makes him so much more versatile. But Guyton is a true tackle. He's not ready to start day one.
They already have a good line, anyways. They just need to bring in more
that's
reinforcements.
what I'm saying. Well, that's what I'm saying. It's a good pick because he doesn't have to start right away.
You need depth.
Yeah, exactly. So it's a good pick, and that's what I'm saying. Most people have him or my guy out of Duke, Thornton, there because Thornton can play all 5 positions, and he doesn't need to start right away, but he can if need be. Guyton is a good left tackle, but he's not ready to start day one. So depth is good because he can come in next year after next, after he's learned how to be a pro player. I think this was a pretty good draft. Definitely some surprises, ladies and gentlemen. Definitely.
I think we killed it. I think we did good.
Well, let's see what our buddy Brody has to say. Since Brody is in there watching us and working with us.
I think
Brody.
You want to say what you and Q want to say what your best pick, your steal of the draft is?
Okay,
yes.
We can do that. Go ahead, Q. You go
Yes,
first.
I think my steal for me personally, I think my 3 best picks were the quarterback, the tight end, and then the wide receiver that I picked.
Okay.
For Denver.
For who though? Because you picked several.
I know, but I need to look at the board again.
I just took the board down.
I know, but I'm saying I picked the quarterback for the Broncos.
Okay.
And then I picked the tight end for the Giants, Brock Bowers, and then I did Worthy for the Colts. I mean, yeah.
I think Bowers was a surprise pick, but not so much surprise because of what's going on, like you said, with Darren Waller, which I think was good. I think my best pick was trading up from the Raiders spot to Arizona's pick to get Jalen Daniels at number 4. I mean, Jalen Daniels should not fall to number 4. But if he does, that's perfect. That's perfect. I would have traded with JT with Arizona. No. Who had Arizona?
You.
Q had Arizona.
No, you tried it with yourself.
I did trade with Arizona. My bad. I mean the Patriots. The Patriots. I would have tried to move another 3 with the Patriots, but the pick was already in, so there's no point in trying to make a trade there. But that would be my biggest pick that I think was a steal because he should not fall there. Also, a couple tackles fell mightily. But it is what it is. JT, same question to you.
Okay. My best number one best pick was who the Steelers got. Brian Thomas Jr. My next one would be who the Minnesota Vikings got with their 11th pick in J.J. McCarthy. Okay. I don't have a third one. It's up in the air whether the pick I gave Atlanta. I think I gave Atlanta a pick.
You did. You got them a defensive lineman out of Alabama.
Exactly. So that's the three picks that I like. I like the pick. I forget his name in Atlanta. I like the pick I got from Minnesota. I didn't believe McCarthy was going to drop to 11. And I got Thomas, which I didn't believe he was going to drop all the way down to 20 in this draft.
I think Thomas is going to be a premier receiver, bro.
Yep.
I think he'll be good. Yeah, especially in the system.
So I mean, I'm real happy.
Brody says those are the best picks he felt best value picks there. Bo Nix, Worthy, and Bowers where they went. I think Bo Nix is not a first round quarterback, but because he fits, since J.J. McCarthy left earlier, because I think that's who he really wants. Bo Nix can do the things that Drew Brees did. Not the biggest of arms, but smart with the ball, and a little dynamic, as in he doesn't need to stay in the pocket to be great, but he can be, and he prefers to stay in the pocket. He's an older quarterback as well. So, I mean, I think you're absolutely right.
Isn't he a 5-year?
He's a 6-year.
6-year. Okay. 6-year.
Because he was, I think he spent 2 years in Auburn.
That guy's in college and he already has grandkids.
That's funny. Okay.
Anyway, with that being said, hey, good job, fellas. That was some good work. We did all that in less than an hour. This Brody got a couple more things to say. Turner and JJ definitely matched the Falcons and Vikings.
Yep. Exactly. Yep. That's who I picked for the Falcons. Okay.
Yeah,
I totally agree. Both those.
Ask your friend Brody, who's the
you
best
can ask
general...
him. He's looking right now.
Oh, hey Brody, who's the best general manager out of us three? Let's hear it.
Whatever. And no more coffee commercials, by the way.
Why is that?
Just got word. I just got word.
Okay. Okay. Is it that no longer around or?
Okay. No. It's going to be a new discount code.
Okay. No problem. That's 624coffeecompany.com.
All right. He said no comment.
Wow.
That's all right.
You don't want to hurt your feelings, bro.
Yeah, I know.
No. He knows I was killing it. He knew I killed it.
Yeah.
You were killing us.
You
were killing us softly with your comments, with your thoughts on our picks.
Yeah, exactly.
Y'all are rude. I am the lead of the show at any draft. I'm like Rich Eisen. I can give my comments on what you guys say. I'm running the show.
You're running the show, but you're not in charge of the opinions. Okay.
I didn't say I was. But I comment on the opinions. Anyway, with that being said, I think we did a good job, fellas. I think there may be some surprises this Thursday.
I think this is gonna be
no,
one.
I'm not even putting that up. I am not putting that up.
Put it up. Let's hear it. I want to see it.
Experience counts. Put it up. Put it up.
No experience.
Put it up. Hey,
this was dirt.
This what? Wait a minute. This is what Brody said, and
listen.
Everybody's in touch.
I got
to be honest,
this. I got it. I got it. It's gone.
So it's all right.
He was just trying to, he was trying to make you feel good because he knows you're elderly and he wants to take care of the elderly.
Yeah,
okay. The only reason I agree with that comment is because Jerry is so invested in doing mock drafts. Okay. And I think he does mock drafts all the time on his show.
Draft, but I'm trying to figure out, you saying that's the only reason why you agree with it, because he's done mock draft. He does fantasy mock drafts. He doesn't do real life mock drafts.
Bro, can I have my opinion, please?
Thank you. Go ahead, Q.
Please,
go ahead.
Thank you.
This is what we get. This is what I get every week.
Right? I'm saying,
Listen.
in my opinion,
yes,
Jerry invests a lot of time going over mock drafts and stuff and everything. So I agree. I think he's the best one, right? But that just goes to show you how good I am. I just did that in my head instantly.
So it wasn't thought out.
I hear you.
Not thought out.
I understand. I understand, Q.
I didn't plan it. I didn't study it. Nothing. But anyways,
everybody's entitled their opinion, and,
yes,
and their opinion should be respected. Let me put it that way.
No one listen.
But
no one has not respected anyone's opinion except for
you. Did you hear what he just said?
I can give my opinion on your opinion, but you don't respect my opinion about your opinion.
He speaks. and all I can tell you is this. An Indian in a movie once said he speaks with forked tongue.
Oh my God.
That's all I can tell you. That's all I can say.
You know my neck hurts. You just made me move my neck a little too far.
I didn't make you do anything that you did not want to do on your own. Okay? I don't make you do anything that you do not want to do on your own.
Hey guys, I have a possible steal that the in my opinion that the Raiders can do so they wouldn't lose all their draft picks and stuff and everything.
Okay.
I think if Michael Penix falls to them at 13, they should absolutely 100% pick him.
Oh, heck yeah.
Right, but if he doesn't, right? I don't, like me being a Raider fan, I don't think they should give up picks and stuff, and move up. Like I think they're okay. I think they're okay with those two quarterbacks. It'll get them through this year, and I think like later in the 6th or 7th round, they can pick up that quarterback out of Florida State that got hurt.
Oh, Travis.
Let me just say
Travis Hunter.
Let me just say this. And he won't get picked probably until the 4th, 5th, or maybe the 6th round. I do believe this quarterback is going to go that far, and I think he's a diamond in the rough. That's Joe Pittman. I think he's a diamond in the rough. He's got a cannon for an arm, and his decision-making process can be coached up.
Is that the dude from Notre Dame?
No,
that's the dude from like
Tennessee.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. Quarterback from Tennessee.
Yeah, the young black man. Yeah.
Yeah, but like everybody forgot about Travis Hunter. I mean, dude, that guy was balling when he was healthy.
Well, also people believe Spencer Rattler will go before he'll probably be the 6th or 7th quarterback taken.
That may be what the Broncos may be looking at. Tell you the truth.
Spencer Rattler? Nah, yeah. He's too much of a wild card, man.
Hey.
I don't think his mental makeup is conducive to the coaching like Peyton gives. Because if you remember, he left Oklahoma because Caleb Williams, as a freshman, came in and outperformed him. He didn't try to win the job back. He just went to the transfer portal and went to South Carolina. So I don't know if he's mentally tough enough to deal with a coach like Sean Payton. That's just me.
Okay. All
But
right.
I mean, that would be a good landing spot because it'll be a young team. It's still in the Midwest, stuff like that. Neither do I, Brody. Neither do I. But Q drafted him in the first round. I forgot the team he drafted him to.
Denver.
Oh,
Yep.
you did put him to Denver.
Let me make
But I
it
can
clear.
understand
I don't like Bo Nix at all. Let me make it clear. I don't like Bo Nix at all. I don't think he's a first rounder, not even a second rounder. I mean, if you play in college for 6 years and you have 53 starts and you still didn't win a championship, that goes to tell you that he's not the truth. But anyways, I just think he fits into that system so much with Sean Payton. That's the only reason I picked him.
Okay. Yeah, it's cool. You ain't got to defend it, but it's all good. With that being said, next week, I would like to, if you guys are up to it, do a live actual NFL draft reaction show as the draft goes on, if you're up to it, this Thursday for the first round.
I'll be working at that time, brother.
It's all right.
Okay. What about you, JT?
Well, let me put it this way. The For No Reason show, as you see behind me, will not be on Sunday. We are moving that show to a Thursday night, 8 p.m., which starts off the NFL draft. And guess what, people? I'm going to be on all of the picks starting at 8 o'clock. That show is going to go forever. 2-3 hours at least. 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time will be the NFL draft version of For No Reason.
Well, okay. I guess that's your ladies and gentlemen, that's how Jerry operates. He doesn't say, Vic, I can't make your show because I'm gonna do my own. He just
I can make your show. I can make your show.
You can't make the show if you're doing your show at the same time. How you gonna do that?
You said Saturday. Didn't you say Saturday?
No, I said Thursday.
He said live.
Okay.
I said live Thursday.
I mean,
but there you go, ladies and gentlemen.
Wait a minute.
Who puts the knife in whose back?
See, Q, I heard one thing and I thought I heard one thing and it was another. And it was an honest mistake.
I believe you, Jerry. I believe you.
Thank you.
I believe you.
But I'm telling you right now, he won't believe it. He won't believe it. I thought you said Saturday.
No, I can believe you because you don't listen to what I say. That's how I can believe you.
Well, I thought I heard Saturday. That's what I thought I heard. Okay. So we can do a show, a combination of show like we're doing right now.
We'll do No Reason. I'll be the co-host. Yep.
No.
I'll be the co-host. No, we'll do No Reason.
Your show, let me put it this
no,
way.
we'll do No Reason.
Look, listen to what I have to say. Since every week your show is ahead of mine, it's only right on Thursday that you do Fantasy Sports and Politics 2024 NFL Draft Show, and I'll be the co-host. I have no problem with that.
No. You're skipping Sunday to do your Thursday show. I'm saying I'm okay with you hosting it on Thursday since you're not doing Sunday.
No problem. Okay, no problem. I'm not going to go back and forth.
I think it'll be a better show if Jerry hosted.
All right, people, just listen.
No, just ain't missing nothing.
8 o'clock Eastern time, 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, 5 o'clock Pacific Time will be the NFL 2024 draft For No Reason show. Okay? So tune in, and I'll be there along with me, my esteemed host/co-host, Mr. FSP, Victor Gardner. We're going to do a show and give our opinion on each one of the team's draft. This show is going to be, as long as the draft is, this show is going to be that. We can do that because we're on YouTube, Facebook, and X. We're not on that other platform that we were on before.
Well, with that being the case, JT, I can also share to Twitch, LinkedIn, and other platforms.
Okay.
So I'll share your feed on my feed as well.
You guys can send me an invite. I just can't guarantee it because it's during the week and I'm working at
I
that
got
time.
you, brother. I got you. I got you. I feel you. It's JT's show, so he'll have to send the invite. Or put it in the group chat.
Yeah, I put it in a group chat to make sure that anybody who wants to jump in can jump in and talk about either their team or some other team's pick, what their thoughts are on how the draft is going, and if who's winning the draft, so to speak, in the first round. It is what it is. Okay, 8:00 Eastern Standard Time, 5:00 Pacific Standard Time will be the Fantasy Sports and Politics for no reason Fantasy Football 2024 NFL Draft show.
All right. With that being said, Q, you can stay on so we can talk about what we said we're going to talk about, or do you want to just do that over the phone?
Over the phone. Oh, well, no, just give me. We can stay on.
Okay. JT, you're welcome to stay on too, because you know what a round robin is, JT?
Me doing know what a round robin is. Yeah, okay. What are we doing round robin for?
Well, stay on the line and you'll find out. With that being said, I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Hey, my boy Brody, I wish you were a part of this. Would have 4 people, and I would have had more opinions.
I appreciate your opinion, even though you weren't live. You gave us your opinion in the chat, which is appreciated.
Exactly. Greatly appreciate it, and always being a part of the show. I love it. I appreciate you, brother.
And if you can jump on Thursday evening, we'll be help. We would like it. Your opinion.
All right. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, Q, love you, brother. JT, glad you're feeling better.
Jerry, you the man.
Oh, don't pump this dude head up.
Hey,
We out of here.
Fantasy Sports and Politics.
Get ready to rumble!
You wanna talk smack? You in the right place. So take a step back before I get all up in your
Remember,
back.
because I don't remember. I remember every bit of this. I remember every
Dude
bit.
holding on the phone line. You're supposed to be our third line. Sports and politics. Fantasy sports and politics. Fantasy sports and politics. Fantasy sports and politics.
Listeners are asking questions about this week's game, not Jerry's personal beef. So what's your thought?